Right, a new mould to have a little look at. Now, this mould is slightly different to the normal moulds that we've been looking at. We'll run through it as normal. It's sold by Diorama Debris. It is in 1/35 scale. It's a half round ridge tile, and the mould number is 1350036. It's produced in the UK by RJ Norris. There will be a link in the description box directly to the page for this one, and we'll get it out of the packet. Now, it's a two-part mould, this one is, so I will be doing this review slightly different, but I will explain in a second. This produces 9 ridge tiles. It's a two-part mould. This piece actually gets pushed down into there, which creates the ridge tile itself. Now, I said it's going to be slightly different because there's not a great deal to look at, as you can see. But the main factor in this is how do you actually do it. So what I shall do is we'll go across now and we'll cast this, and you can see how it's done.
Okay, the mould's been into the rinse aid as normal. Now I've placed it on my perspex sheet to one side. I'll show you the reason why in a few seconds. The only thing that I've changed is I'm using a terracotta mixing powder. This is a 3:1 ratio, and there's 3 mils of water and only 9 grams of powder, so not very much. So on with the vibrating table, and I'll just pull this left-handed. And to be totally honest with you, 3 mils of water is far too much really, but I can't get it down no less because, well, if you do these moulds you know how difficult it is to mix up such a small amount of plaster. So just excuse me while I give it a wash up. Now we just let that vibrate for a little while to knock any air out. Doesn't really need a great deal. Get a little helping hand. Right, we switch it off. And we put the strip in and gently push down, and just a few rubs just to settle it in. Then I'm using 2 bottle caps because I found they're the right height. Put another sheet on the top and a weight. Now the weight is roughly a can of Coke, can of drink, something like that. It's just one of the ultimate drink, oh I forgot what was in it now, airbrush cleaner, and they come in very handy. So we're going to leave that, and another thing, don't try and clean out the excess. I tried to do it before, and what happens is that it lets the air back into the mould and you get air pockets in your parts. So that's it. Now I'm going to leave that for a good half an hour. We'll come back to it and I'll go through taking them out of the mould as well. Okay, we're back with the mould. We'll take the weight off. There you go, look. It's pulled straight out. Take the caps off. Now, if you just go along the edge, you can take all the flash off, like so. Like that. so. I'll take that off. You can see that? They are some lovely little parts, but we'll have a look at them closer in a little while. Okay, the half ridge tile. Not one of the most exciting parts that I've actually reviewed, but it is a little major player, especially on the roofs, as this is the little bit that actually kept the weather totally out of the house. The part itself, they actually do really come out really nice. There's no problems with them, and they are what they are. They're a half round tile to go onto your ridge. You could have a few other applications with it. You could glue two of them together, make a tube, make a chimney pot, things like that. Besides that, they are what they are, half round ridge tile, and they will go with most tiles. Slates, if you did them down in a darker, in a grey, ordinary tiles, flat tiles, and this sort of style really hasn't changed much in quite a few years. I'd say that it hasn't changed for, I don't know, probably 50, 60 years, somewhere around there. So that is the review on the little half ridge tile, and thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you on the next one.